me see if there's any music I can get on. Put on something for calmer streams, I think. Today we will be going on through the D2 lightfall shit while chatting about it.
In my head there's a hole I can't control. That's where my demons get in. And it's taking me years now. My shadow is my only twin. And the ones that love me the most and the ones that open ghosts. And I get a feeling
The songs in this playlist is Demons on the Side of My Bed by Teflon Sega, Lonely and Free by Teflon Sega, Highwayman by Teflon Sega. Just put the credits out there. I will not be doing Legend mode, primarily because I'm soloing and can't be arsed right now due to this whole situation. And I primarily just want to chat, get the shit off my chest, and talk. Because this shit is actually so bad that I have actually lost the want to play this shit. And it's really not helping when people try to act cool and be like, "Oh, you're wrong," blah 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 blah. It's actually more infuriating. I've had some person try to be like try to tell me I'm wrong, but just failing miserably at it. And I won't be letting cutscenes go because, well, I'm here to just complete the story, and not here to. I'm here to unlock Strand. I wonder if this finisher is element specific. I don't think it is actually. So yeah, like it's so infuriating. Especially when you yourself actually quite enjoy it. The only issue that I've had with this DLC that I personally have had is the cooldown for the grapple. The cooldown for the grapple without high as fuck discipline is stupid. Unless it scales over fucking mobility. But it really shouldn't scale off of mobility because that makes no fucking sense, especially when it's taking up the grenade slot. And honestly, this artifact don't look that great either.
Guardian, help Osiris reach the veil before
that's
Callus
just a poor
does.
choice.
And please, stay close to him. He doesn't.
But like, so how this entire drama shit happened for me
I'm
was
checking our location.
that
We've hitched a ride to the Outer Giants.
Bife
Neptune
released a
orbit.
video.
Osiris was
That's
right.
where
The witness
my-
sent Callus after something hidden here.
What I want to talk about starts with.
I did not anticipate
Probably
a fellow
several
stolen.
other people started
Callus
talking shit
is
before
after
this.
an artifact on Neptune.
But I don't
the
know who
Veil.
they are, nor have I seen
I'm
them,
working
so
on
I
a
don't
plan to
kind
stop
of give a
him.
fuck.
For now, find your way through that ship.
But the main issue is that, first of all, now let's start telling this as it is. He posts a video that people starts using as a reason to talk shit about Lightfall. And in doing so, I then come across this, and I start getting annoyed because, first of all, I fucking enjoyed it. I fucking loved it. Had fun, never had any single issue. And the points they bring up are so lackluster, it really ain't worth it. I need to lower my sensitivity real quick. But, like, I don't have that issue whatsoever. None of my friends have that issue. And it's very obvious
That
why it
pyramid
doesn't
resonance
happen.
is shielding the Cabal. Another weapon from the witness.
And it is the fact that the veil thing at the end, and yes, hold on, it will be spoiler, by the way, if that wasn't obvious. It will be spoiler filled, and such like that, so do be warned, because spoilers.
Our alliance with the witness bears
Anybody who doesn't want to get
such
spoiled still gone?
together.
Yes?
We
Good.
will devour
So where was I? Yeah, the veil.
prepare for descent. Bring glory.
So the veil is supposedly this like ancient thing connected to the traveler.
The Shadow Legion is one step ahead of
That's
us.
just about all we
Any
know.
damage we can inflict on
But
the
we
Cabal
also know
fleet
that
will buy us time.
We should regroup as soon as possible.
Brunei or
But maybe we can
or
disable the ship's computer core.
whatever the fuck you want to explain. Whatever the fuck you want to call them. Use it as a power source for both their city and their like cloud arc thing. I think the cloud arc thing also some of its power to function properly. I don't know. And so apparently we're never explained this stuff. So that's the reason why everybody's complaining about this thing. It's shit. Meanwhile, first of all, they might not even know much about it themselves.
Cabal had
They
a
may
key
not
card.
know
It
much
should get us
more
through
than what
that
they've
door.
already told us. Because first of all, the people who made the technology might be gone. Or there's just not much to tell. It's very scientific or whatever the fuck. And honestly, like, we're also in the middle of a fucking war. Like, we've got other shit on our mind. For people being like, oh, they trusted us instantly, whatever. Again, they've had Cabal just land and
I can't
invade
help
their
but feel
planet.
like we should have
Then
stayed
we
behind
show
to
up
protect
and
the
shoot
traveler and our
Cabal.
people. Was it
It's
the right
common
choice
fucking
to
sense to
Osiris?
see that
If
we
the
ain't the
witness
enemies.
establishes a link with the Veil, it'll be over for the entire system. All of our losses would have been for naught.
And yet they
They've
still
never faced a
like
threat
called,
of this
effectively
magnitude.
called to check in if we're
Even if you
allies
stayed,
or enemies
You wouldn't
or
have
what.
stood a chance against the witness. None of us would. This is our
Oh, you
only
grabbed me
hope
instantly,
to
shit.
survive the witness.
I don't think I've ever actually fully had that animation.
What was that?
The fruits of an unholy alliance
But,
between the witness and Callus. I feel they'll have more surprises in store.
I've only had small gripes with this. The small gripes that I very easily start the encounter by accident. Yeah, another small gripe. That would be slightly fixed. you could be very easily mitigated by just not being a dumbass.
This keycard lets us access the computer core. Let's head there now.
Yeah, there's so many issues that everybody's treating this like the
This
worst
is the core of
DLC
the
ever
entire
to
ship.
come to the game. I'm
Communications, navigation, deployment.
The fuck? And people were treating it like it was supposed to be the best DLC that's ever come to the game. And I'm sitting here like, no. If anything, it would be more like temporary DLC because of the fact that it leads up to, the final shape, and it's not meant to be much of its own story. It's meant to be, this is how we fuck up, kind of thing. And so the fact to see people treating it like it's supposed to be the end-all be-all of it is fucking infuriating.
I'm
Especially
relaying
when
my
it's not even
position to you.
close.
Make your way to this ship.
We need some way to get to the surface.
I believe I have a method to accomplish that.
Did I detect a bit of hesitation in your voice?
It's
No.
actually infuriating.
My impromptu stratagems have a high rate of success. Just get here quickly.
Oh, I reached
Down
that.
Callus's flagship. He's heading right for the surface.
Oh, is that you, my tenacious?
Oh, that was
My
cool.
shadow legion. Revel in these hollow victories.
But yeah, like
You in
to
the
see people
best
just
of
talk so
feelings when
massive
we
shit
the arena.
when there's not even a reason, and to be honest, more the players' fault because they were expecting something the DLC wasn't. You're expecting all these answers
Okay,
when
here's the plan.
it was clearly
Destroy
shown to be
the
a
engine.
war
Of this ship. The one we're on.
and a race against
Crazy
time.
or not, we need to stop this invasion. I'll do whatever it takes to stop the witness.
Like,
So if you aren't
you
going
shouldn't
to help
hype yourself up like
then
that.
leave me alone.
Bungie couldn't exactly reveal a story for you because then there'd be no fucking point to play the story now, would it? Like, I get the feeling that many people hype themselves up way too much. And many of them are now blaming Bungie for it. Sure, the story has a bit of issue. Like, the fact that the veil wasn't exactly explained. I know that it wasn't exactly explained. I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying that it wasn't the focus point of the story. Yet people are treating it like it was. I literally had some fucking dumbass on Twitter. Yes, you might say that that's my fault for going to Twitter, but still, like, dude was trying to act like
Let's take out the engine.
my brain just went empty. I'm trying to act like it was all the fucking end of the world, then just completely misses my point every single fucking time. And it got so fucking annoying that I legit just fucking blocked them. I couldn't be arsed anymore. Trying to play a different game at that point. I complete 2 runs of Legendary so far. That's gonna be all I'm doing for now. I can't be arsed to deal with more Legendary this week. I can't be arsed. Due to all these fucking cons. I just want to unlock the Stranded on Hunter, which is why I'm doing this in stream while I'm ranting about it. I'm also doing the Catalyst while I'm at this. Yeah, like still, it's incredibly infuriating to see this shit. Especially when you can pretty much tell without a shadow of a fucking doubt that it's the player's fault for expecting the completely wrong thing from the DLC. Like, they're expecting answers when that's not what they were supposed to be getting in the first place. And people are also treating it like this is the DLC that Bungie should have made great use of to bring people back into the game. Sure, that would seem like it would have made plenty of sense considering the hype it got. But when did that hype arrive?
Ship's losing altitude.
Back when
Rendezvous
Witch
at
Queen
the
just
escape
launched?
pod. Post haste.
No. Not even close. Last season is when that hype arrived. There was a little bit of hype back before the season, but it was not as much as usual. It was nowhere close. And Bungie can't just 180 a DLC from being something
almost
just
at the
to hype
escape
up
pod.
for
Where are
current
you?
players.
We're being sealed
Hype
off.
up the next
Have to
DLC
find
for
another way.
current players into something that's going to bring old gamers back into the game. That's not how it works. This DLC was in development for a year. Sure, some parts of it is kind of underbaked, but you can never expect 2 DLCs to be on the same par, or for it to stay like that. Every time, you don't perform the same every day at your job or whatever the fuck you do you? Your stream is never performing either better or on par with how it was. It always dips a bit, like let's say launch day player count, for example. This whole point still stands. Just because it's a different example doesn't matter. Player counts after the initial release does drop down, right? Exactly. Eventually, performance will drop down for a little bit again. It's just every drop isn't gonna be a banger. You can't talk shit like this just because of a DLC underperforming ones. If they started to do it repeatedly and over, DLC after DLC after DLC, sure. But we had Witch Queen, which honestly I'd say is worse than the current one we've got, than Lightfall. I like Lightfall way more than I like Witch Queen. Because Witch Queen has nothing except for the Hive Guardians to disturb gameplay. And the Hive Guardians, as soon as you experience them once, there's no change. In this one, for example, you have the subclass to stir shit up. Like, when I get down on the ground here, I'll have the Hunter Super, which works differently from the Warlock Super, and the Titan Super, etc. But there was nothing like that in Witch Queen. Sure, it was the relic to be hyped on about, but that was only for when you had craftable weapons, and you barely interact with it to begin with. You weren't constantly sitting there, and the shooting range is fucking horrible. Like, if they're trying to remake one of the Leviathan room on Leviathan during that season of something right after like Season of the Drifter, Season of Opulence I think it was, like back in the day after the Satan launched, they should just re-implement that one or make a different one that was exactly like that, because that fucking shooting range is fucking horrible. Pretty sure perks don't proc, so you can't actually properly damage test your shit, and it's just horrible. Nobody fucking touches it. The only time I touch it is if I'm fucking trying to launch myself off the cliff. That's legit it. I don't use it any other way. Like, I honestly am so sick of people thinking they're so fucking hot shit. bet you that dude that was being like, oh, you're wrong, blah, 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 on Twitter to me, has never made a game or anything digital ever in his life. Yet he's still here complaining and talking shit like that. Like, people don't. Most people playing the Destiny community has no fucking idea of what it takes to make a game. And they're so entitled that they literally act like they own the entire fucking company. Like, I swear to fuck. At this rate, they need to be put in fucking jail. Baby jail. Because of how bad this is. It's so bad I wouldn't blame Bungie for just shutting down the game. And just shutting down the studio permanently to begin with.
Are those things safe?
Can't be them.
Like, it's insane. Like, sure, there's some bugs here and there. Like, I've had a fucking God mode glitch happen. No idea how the fuck I triggered it. It just happened. It was in the one where you have to fight the Hydra in those 3 rooms and then deal with the power. Then you have to escape. And then you have to deal with those 2 tormentors. I actually have a video effect of it, but I only have the video after the tormentors, or with dealing with the tormentors in that mission, because of the fact that that's when we knew, and that's when I turned on my screen recording. I didn't have it ready because I wasn't exactly expecting God mode glitch to happen. So. But honestly, that's literally only just fun, though. It did happen in Legendary, so it did kind of cut that down, cut the difficulty down. But the thing is, it's not like couldn't have done it in the. It's not like we couldn't have done it in the first place, because that was a second run going through. So it didn't ruin the Legend experience. If anything, it just added to the fact of it because it got so boring before then. Like, most of us were just quiet most of the time. And, yeah, if you're wondering why I'm just not moving right now, it's just because I'm treating something, because whoever the fuck thought it was a good idea to make the caps on the fucking Coke bottles be attached to the fucking ring outside it, they need to be fired. I've literally used scissors to cut them off. Fucking hate that shit. The fucking cork is just always in the way. The ball cap is always in the way.
Neptune? There's a whole city here. An entire civilization.
Yes, Ghost. Don't get your niggas in the twist.
Let's find him.
You on the road. Identify yourself. Are you with the invaders?
We're guardians from the last city.
We immediately say that.
We're fighting the same enemy.
They already
We're here
also
to find
know
something
who
called
Guardians
Veil.
are.
Nimbus and I are a little pinned down right
So,
now, but we'll be there soon.
they're not
Frosty, Tyrion.
as in the dark as many other areas would have been. So they're not as hostile as they clearly shouldn't be. Plus, we also look more human than anything else they haven't had. Anything else they're fighting. Because Vex is robotic, these fucks are lizard people. So, why should they open fire on us immediately? Especially if we might be very clearly very good allies. Especially in a war they kind of need backup on. And it's stupid. they trust us as much because we join forces. And who knows, maybe they don't actually fully trust us with the secrets yet. Maybe that's why they haven't told us how the veil works. Whatever. Like, there are plenty of ways Bungie could still take this. And I'm pretty sure they've done that on purpose. Don't know if this works, but... So it makes no fucking
These ugly
sense.
things coming from? There's no end to them.
We always thought we were the last ones left. Wait until the Vanguard hears about this.
Damn it.
No time for that now. If we don't stop the Shadow Legion, there won't be any city left.
Guardian, I'm up here. I think the Cabal know I'm here.
I mean, so do I, but okay.
Hello? What's going on out there?
Osiris, I'm detecting an anomaly on my
Whee!
sensors.
Strand.
We'll check it out while the coast is clear.
Understood. Patiently note that it is quite confined in here.
This energy source, this is incredible. You can wield it.
Like, I have not messed with this the Hunter's melee. I have not messed with the Hunter's super or anything else that's in the Hunter's or Strand Arsenal. So this will be an entirely first preview for me. I need to get away from that. And the cooldown of the caught it. Fuck. That's cool. Wait. Okay, though I do kind of think they do need to work on the ability a bit more, as seeing where it goes and when it is and shit like that is kind of necessary. So it is an interesting idea, but it's hard to do, especially when you can't always see it easily, especially in the fight. Though, that's probably my favorite super online. Oh, I kind of wish it was aimable though. I would have loved that, or an option to aim it at least. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay, that works too.
I could use a hand over here.
Yeah, I wish it was aimable because if anything is in the air, you can't get it. And many bosses tend to be. But I do like to do this though. Whee! That kind of shit is extremely fun. Okay, why can't I do this? That kind of seems like a decent-ish way
Your
to
body can't handle
counter
this much power.
that.
Your vital signs are in the red.
Counter the fact that you can't aim it. But it seems like it would just be smarter to just add the ability to aim, not gonna lie. Sorry, aim the left click fire ability, for M1 ability. But yeah, like, it doesn't. I don't get why so many people complain. I don't get it. Like, it's actually getting to a point where I'm actually envious of the people who are trying to stay spoiler free still, because of the fact that they don't have to deal with this bullshit, because they can just stay offline. I don't have a point to stay offline.
I was just
Sure, I can
thinking
do that
about
to
you.
avoid them, but then I'll miss out on so much other shit,
So,
and there would be no real point for me to do so.
so, you're the light bearer.
And it's like, yeah.
Look, I'm
Oh, I have
good
rewards.
to see you.
I have rewards.
Done and done.
Fucking god, I love loading times. Especially that kind of loading time. People gotta stop complaining and like wake up to reality at some point. Like, this shit is horrible. It's so fucking bad. Like, if people don't fucking wake up, I wouldn't blame Bungie for fucking just quitting the game entirely. Like, it's that bad. I have no idea what these things are, though. No idea.
May this transmission reach you, wherever you find yourself.
Hang on, let me get this straight. The Awoken have a magic city with an ancient queen out there. That is awesome.
The thing is, like, who knows if like there's a lore, if the lore book of the city goes into
My vision was
details about the
Even
veil
after
and
years
whatever.
of speculation,
Just that we
no one
haven't
guessed the
discovered
Ishtar
that lore book
collective
yet,
made
as
it
it
here,
requires to do
let alone build a city
something
he
that
couldn't
releases
find.
after the raid has
As
been
for
completed, or
Callus,
whatever.
His grip on the city remains strong, but it appears these cloud
Like-
striders are keeping him at bay,
Where's the lore book?
for the time being at least. His pursuit of this object, the Veil, is of dire importance. If he gets to it first,
Where are the
urgency
lore
is
books?
key,
There they
Guardian.
are. There
we
they
cannot
are.
fail.
Like, this lore book could straight up go right through all of what they're complaining about, and people just haven't read it yet, so people are just talking shit because of it not being explicitly told in. Why can I not do this? Why can I do that? Okay then. So if I do this now. Okay, that's just weird then. It's a side issue. Side bug.
You Earthlings know how to make an entrance, don't you? I'm Rohan.
Like, people don't complain about the fucking evidence board still being broke.
Welcome to Neptune.
But
Nightmare.
nah.
Never thought I'd say that.
Something not being
always figured if
explained in the
Nightmare
story
came
about
here,
how we're in a
we'd be
fucking
fighting alone.
war and
Lucky for both of us.
in a
we're
race
on the
against
same
time,
side.
trying to fucking.
In any case, I hope we can find common ground. Or at least common enemies.
Jesus, fuck. It's so fucking annoying, man. Like, I honestly am so fucking sick of it. I'm up to have like a discussion about this shit, but if you're gonna be annoying and not listen and get the points that I'm putting across, then fuck you. Then I'm not gonna stay calm trying to argue with you.
You heard Osiris.
Because
We
you
need to get to the
clearly
Vale
ain't
before
fucking
Callus and the
listening.
Shadow Legion. Let's get in the city. I'll open a radio channel with Nimbus.
It's like trying to chat against a Karen. Many people ain't gonna fucking hold their cool like that. Like, it's so fucking annoying and frustrating, especially when they're not fucking Karens.
This city is impressive.
That's Neomuna for you. You should see it in the Cloud Arc.
That's
Cloud Arc?
It's where all of Neomuna's citizens live virtually. I keep the city and their slumbering bodies safe.
We shouldn't get distracted. Securing the Veil before Callus is the most important task. Do not delay.
I'm still not got the timing down. Though I haven't been playing much of
Looks
my
like all the commotion made the Vex crawl out of their pesky little hidey holes around the city.
That's the least of our concerns right now. Push forward, Guardian.
Well, tiny problem on top of that. Seems like the Shadow Legion put up a couple of barriers between you and your goal. I managed to ping a keycard using the city's tech that might work with the barrier. I'll keep looking around for more, but you can start there.
I just can't deal with this shit no more. It's so frustrating. Especially when if you're gonna remain close-minded in an argument, then don't argue. You're just not gonna help the issue. And then you're just gonna make it worse because you're gonna take up time with people who actually wanna help fix the problem. Like, it doesn't matter if Bife in the video says I'm not for ruining somebody else's experience. That doesn't matter. His video is still pretty poorly made, and pretty much a bashing video designed to just bash at Lightfall. Mostly because of the way he was emotionally while making said video. Me personally, I really think he should have held back, let it simmer a lot more, read some more books, understand more about it, then say something. Sure, it's the first impressions video. Fine, I don't care. Because it's still very shit. He was disappointed because he hyped himself up for something that wasn't coming. And now he's effectively fueled his fan base.
One down.
A good
How many
few
more do we
anyway.
need, Nimbus?
Into a fucking screeching, retarded, autistic fucking rage. Yes, before you try to fucking quote unquote cancel me for saying that, I am autistic. So I can say that. So, yeah. It's stupid. The thing is, I'm pretty sure many people saw my little Twitter thread as an attack at Bife when it really wasn't. There was even some dude who was like, but it was a first impression video, it was his opinions, and I'm just like, read the fucking thread, dumbass! Because I specifically mentioned that later on in it. But they refused to fucking read it. Because I pretty much said that I understand his opinions and I get where he's coming from and shit like that. The only thing is, the video didn't help the current outrage that's happening. It just made it worse. And when I said that, and somebody else tried to say it didn't make it worse, I'm just like, the fuck? Are you blind? Because it clearly fucking did. He is very known around the community. Quite a lot of what he says goes. So, yeah. He is quite often listened to. And as such, he should very much take responsibility for this as well. And no, I'm not trying to say that he's a bad person or whatever, because he's not. I myself have been a fan of him. I've recommended him to several people who want to get into the lore of this game. I'd rather watch him over any of the other ones, no matter how good their quote-unquote work is. Doesn't matter to me because he has been the one lore person that I've been watching, and that I actually can follow, because many others fucking take too long getting into their fucking shit, or I just don't like for whatever reason. But I'm not gonna get into that right now. But I've been a fan of him for quite a bit, so I kind of hope he does take a bit of acknowledgements for this, because this wasn't too great. Many people would compare him to Dado at this point, because of the fact that many people don't like Dado because of how assholey he can come across. And this kind of pushed that line for me. I can get it, it's first impressions, etc. But that don't help.
Really did a number on this data.
Criticism like this should not be combined with anger, and disappointment, and all those emotions. Because those shits cloud your judgment and proper decision making, etc. from properly organizing themselves into a coherent manner. If we took every streamer's angry thing about nerfing something or buffing something or whatever, we would not have a good game either. Look at the fucking state of Div. Div was fucking nerfed because streamers said it was too good, despite them having the option to do this shit. It's stupid. They were never forced to run Div, yet they complain that it's too strong. And it's not even PvP, it was fucking PvE! So, like, what the fuck are you complaining about? It's stupid. If they take everything from that, then you'll end up with a horrible game. Because literally, earlier, when I myself, even I can do that. And if they take all mine into consideration, then it's not going to be a good game either. Because I mentioned that, oh, why was suppression a thing? But if they remove that, first of all, the Tormentors would be way less threatening than they already are. And they already are not really that threatening. They are quite a bit more threatening, especially in Legend. But once you really know how to counter them, they're quite easy to counter. And they don't really grab you as often. If you want one to grab you, it's quite rare. Sometimes it may not even happen at all. And they usually do that little stomp suppression attack that they do the entire time. I'm pretty sure that might be because they made the AI genuinely a boss, but then when it tries to close a distance, it starts trying to do a stomp instead of any of its other attacks. And so it then just does the stomp attack, the worst fucking kind of a boss attack that they should ever be. That shouldn't be existing at all, in my opinion. And yeah. not completely non-threatening. They do have some threat. It's just that you can easily counter them by not being a dumbass. Or by not being reckless, etc. But if you remove suppression, then they would be even less threatening. At that point, there might as well just not be any tormentors, because there would be no point. It would be too easy, even in Legend. So they should not take every suggestion or thing in fact. And usually when emotions are involved, when emotions are involved, the worst kind of suggestions come out, gets suggested, even if they're commonsensical, don't add.
It's no big deal, it's a complex system.
And
I'm
if
fine,
a
I
single
just feel a little
YouTuber is
off.
asking for it, but they have a very good reach, even one such as Bife is asking for it, it doesn't matter how dumb it is, because they'll still add
Be
it.
lucky if the witness doesn't
Because so
have
many
the
people are
veil in
asking
its
for it.
possession already.
Look at the fucking Minecraft mob vote that Dream
Fun is
affected.
not my concern right now.
With the amount of power
Many
the veil
people
has,
wanted a
I think
specific
it can
mob
hold
that would
its own a
actually
little longer.
benefit people.
I'm skipping a couple rooftops
He
away
wanted
from
this
the veil,
one
Lightbearer.
useless
The
thing.
closer we get, the
He
more
said
I
so to
feel
his fans, and they all
strange.
proceeded to fucking vote for it and get that one instead. And now the entire fucking Minecraft community has been cheated out of a good mob. Because this one fat fuck on the internet decided to be an asshole. Like, not
Ugh,
fair, ain't it?
Something is
Not
wrong.
fair, is it?
I feel drained. Some of our powers are gone. What is this device?
I need to move over here.
It appears to be some sort of paracausal disruptor.
So, yeah.
I shall research it more to find a weakness. But for now, carry on.
Like, it's not a good idea, is it? And for YouTubers such as himself, he should already tell and know that introducing emotions to something like this would be a very bad idea. Primarily because his video could be
Our
absorbed
powers are still
by
being
people
blocked
who
by
want
this
to be
energy.
assholes on the internet and ruin
Hopefully Osiris
DLC
will
for
find a way
others.
to destroy these
or
things.
people who just want to talk shit
Now,
and ruin the
Let's
DLC
take
that way.
this guy down the old-fashioned way.
And even if his opinions are not shit or whatever, it still doesn't help. It was uploaded at the wrong time, the worst kind of format, etc. And if you try to go against him or anything, these people will fucking white knight like a motherfucker. Like, you legit wonder, do they got a hard on them? Like, the fuck? Like, I can get it when they defend your fucking favorite YouTuber or whatever. But you gotta realize that nobody should be immune to criticism. The criticism should get criticism as well. Because otherwise, what the fuck is the point of criticism if the criticism can't be criticized? And yes, that does sound very fucky. I do know that. But still, my opinion and points still stand. Like, nobody has been able to actually like, debunk me or whatever. All I've got
That's a
are
lot of
people
Shadow Legion.
talking shit saying you're wrong. That's it. The only people actually been able to make any sensible message has been agreeing with me, or in between. Liking the story, but seeing the issues just like me.
We're too late.
Obviously,
They've got the veil.
Story has got issues because they obviously say they've got the veil, they've got the pole, whatever, very often, and it gets confusing. Yes, but again, it's a story, and
With Neomota Civil News, this is
honestly,
Chief
this
Colorado
DLC,
coming to you
the
live.
story wasn't even
We're
the main
reaching out to a
focus.
Vanguard operative
The main
within our
focus
fair
was the
city.
DLC,
Mr.
these
Ghost,
people,
can you hear
this
Hello?
place.
Who is this?
That's
I'm
about
Chief
it.
Colorado. Can you tell us more about
Oh,
your
God, this one
relationship
again.
with your guardian? What role do you play in defense operations?
It's fucking nonsensical
You're
for
that
this shit.
news reporter. How did you access this channel?
Do you consider yourself a representative of the Vanguard or the Traveler itself?
I don't. Please talk to Osiris. I suppose if we're going to keep saving the world over and over, we'll need to get used to talking to the press. Eventually.
I like that line. So it's so infuriating seeing these people bring these bad points up. It actually gives me a headache.
So, the Veil's safe for now.
And then, like,
I don't
I'm
have an Earth
pretty
Warlord
sure
translation for
most
this, so
of this
stick with me.
DLC has been
So,
about
the Veil's
making.
safe for now. I don't have an Earth Warlord translation for this, so stick with me. If
Most of this
Callus
DLC
uses
has
whatever that
been
radial thing
pretty
is and somehow
gameplay
destroys
based
the
and
Veil,
not
well,
story based, because first of all,
it's
they're
tied
probably waiting for
directly
the
to our
story
cloud arc
to
and literally all
put
the
in.
Illuminati. I don't think you need a Warlord translation for why that's bad. From the sound of it, your
Yeah.
buddy there, Osiris,
I
wants to go
can't
in
even form my
guns
thoughts
a-blazing,
anymore.
which, hey,
Honestly,
I fully
I'm not gonna lie.
support. But the old man, the other old man, my old man, not literally, but, you know. Between you and me, he isn't sure it's the right call, but don't worry though. I reminded him you Guardians are the experts here. You've been dealing with this whole witness thing a lot longer than we have. It's okay if we lean back and try a little trust fall. Well, if you drop us, it might be my funeral, but whatever, it'll be fun.
Like, having a character this careless in this, well, maybe not careless per se, but this upbeat during a very shit situation is really refreshing. We haven't had that since Kate fucking perished. It's been all down gritty, serious, and that shit gets boring and tedious fast. As much as I like this game's story, it's fun having something upbeat and actually enjoyable and funny. Like, it's straight up annoying, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that they fucking removed all the fucking mods. Not gonna lie. It's probably been the one annoying thing about this. Update to the mods. I got my recovery for the most part. And no, I don't have the most perfectly rolled stat armor, alright? I've got some alright armor. That's just about all I got.
Lightbearer, you have a dangerous mission ahead of you.
And for any of the
Storming
fucking
Callus'
Titans
stronghold won't
complaining
be
that
easy.
hard of
Over
it
there,
most
have more
like got
intel
nerfed,
before a direct attack.
shut the fuck
The
up.
Guardian has faced the unknown and prevailed
You've got
every
literally
time.
a helmet that
They
can
are
allow you to
equal to the
survive
task.
forever.
The radial mast is
That
somewhere
you
in
can
Callus'
literally just
If you
used
strike
to
swiftly, we
punish
can remove it as a
tormentors
threat
to
before it
death.
ever reaches the Veil.
in legend mode.
Enter Callus's fortress, find the radio mast, and destroy it.
Like, I've had so much an easy time
Oh,
dealing with
rolling out
tormentors
the red
because
carpet
of
for
that
us.
fucking helmet. It's actually ridiculous. But nope. I'm also just trying to focus so that I don't fucking perish and have to do a mission over. I'm not gonna lie, the Titan subclass may look very bland and boring and like done before, but the feel of it is entirely different. It's fun to do. I thought it would be incredibly boring and shit, but nope, that shit is fun. I wish I had the fucking callus already though, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure it turns the guns. Jesus. It'd be nice to have a stasis gun. Go away. How far is done? Jesus fucking 5%.
Be cautious. Callus is smart. He'll have his most powerful forces guarding the radio mast.
Some kind of energy lock. Disrupting the circuit should open the door.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel that whole
There's something strange
expendable
here, too.
character energy from
A powerful
Rohan
concentration
that
of
Bunny
light
feels.
energy.
I don't get it.
Something's not right here.
Wait. A source of paracausal energy. It could be the radial mast.
Like, sure, he dies
The
very
Shadow
early
Legion
on,
have the corridor
but
locked down tight.
that
Even
don't
if we could fight
change
through,
anything.
they'd have enough time to
Get the fuck
secure
out.
the radial mast.
Must be more than one path to the radial mast. Stand by. I'll send you all the sensor scans we have.
You want them to take an indirect route? We can ill afford to waste time.
Can I just... Nope. 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 Fuck. That's a death. Or not. Nope. How am I fucking this up? Oh shit, that's a death. Was I... Yeah. Oh, it would be so cool though. If they actually let you stay there. Probably is ways to break it, I don't know. Especially because that very much looks like a path. Okay, I wonder if there's actually a secret down here. Because that does not... Unless we go back here? For a raid or something? Because this here looks very specific to be... not used for anything. It's not used during the exit, so... Guess we'll see.
I'm working with less data than I'd like, but I've mapped out an alternate route through the ship. One with fewer cannons pointed at it.
If this is what you think is best, then.
Guardian, do you see that? It's more of that strange darkness energy. What is it doing here?
It's Strand the Ghost. I know he's not supposed to know that yet, but still. Am I stuck? Ah! So dark. Probably even worse than stream, but... I swear, due to all
like
these
a dead end.
complaints,
Hang on,
Bungie doesn't
I'll
want to
reroute us.
make shit anymore.
You're losing valuable time. This is
I
exactly
would
what I
not-
was concerned about.
This is probably the reason why so many fucking Bungie devs have quit. Bungie employees have quit. Because of the fucking community being so toxic. I'm pretty sure it can rival that of League soon. And League of Legends is like really one of the most toxic shits. They're so toxic they don't have eyeballs. And yes, I know that from personal fucking experience. Because I tried League at one point to see if I would get into it. My first multiplayer match, where I'm clearly a noob. Clearly. They talk shit. Already. Like, it's not a joke how toxic that community is. It's been many jokes, yes. But no, it's real. It's based in fact.
That statue could have come right out of the Leviathan. Maybe he's still the same old Callus deep down. The Shadow Legion must use this grab lift to move equipment and troops across the ship. It should take us deeper in.
But yeah,
I still can't believe my sensors. Could the
the
radio
Destiny
mast
2 players
really be
need
a
to
light
learn
artifact?
that
There's still a
Bungie
great
can't
deal we don't know.
always make the
What
top
is the radio
shelf
map capable
quality.
of?
This ain't
How
a
will it
fucking
affect the
liquor
Veil?
store or whatever.
What is the
What the fuck?
witness planning?
All very good questions, but ones that can wait until we've destroyed the radial mast.
I'm not gonna
And
lie,
save
I
your
don't think
city.
Bungie,
I know what's at
like
stake
that,
here,
what
Osiris.
just happened to me there was a fucking intentional issue. I think that was literally just this kind of a lip lift being fucking wacky because of the game's physics. And they would be able to change that without changing the entire fucking game's code. And no, a simple engine change wouldn't fix it either, because of the fact that it's much more of an issue to do that than just constantly making, than just
The Shadow
entirely
Legion
making a
are
new
ready
game in
for
the
a
first
siege,
place.
all right.
And
Just
they've
look
got
at all these ships.
shit to do for this game.
Callus is ready to annihilate this city. If those ships reach the cryopods, casualties would be devastating.
So, Yeah.
Hey, I bet we could help with that. Overloading those energy conduits should do the trick.
Yeah, at one point, I found a way to cheese the fucking tormentor that nobody could have well, maybe could have foresawn, but they couldn't do anything about it. When the tormentor spawns in this room, oh, nice, jump up here, and then jump back down, repeatedly. Once he jumps up, you jump down. Once he jumps down, you jump back up. Rinse, repeat.
Are you handling extremely volatile energy? Again?
Again? How often does this happen?
Too often.
No, not often enough, Ghost. No. These happen more.
Ah, take that! Rohan, you've got fewer ships to worry about now.
An improvised distraction. But an effective one.
And the people of Neomuna will be safer. At least for now.
Tormentor, up high!
Hey, if you want to see what I'm on about. Road. That's rude. I just kicked him off again. Rude. It's very rude. Very rude of you there. Oh, what the f- you jumped that fast. It's wonky to do, especially now that I don't have allies to take care of their ads that spawn. Other ads that spawn. Because yes, they do indeed. Totally. That's just rude, dude. Fuck off. That's rude. Thank you. Bye. Now I'm gonna quickly put the actual master on it. Strand now, it's Strand. I am happy. Yes. Oh, I like that bullet tracer though.
Are you at the radial mast yet?
No, but we're getting closer. I can sense it.
Good, good. You haven't moved it yet. There's still some time. Focus on the path ahead of you, Guardian. You're almost there.
So I'm just so sick of this community being the way it is. Like, honestly. Y'all fucking stop. Bungie can do one thing slightly wrong, and the Destiny 2 community is gonna
It's
take it and
strange.
blow it out of
I thought
proportion
as we got
so
further
bad
in,
that
we'd see more of the old Callus.
it's like
But
Bungie
this-
killed the entire fucking family.
How much has the Witness changed him?
That's how they act. And it's honestly beyond stupid. does this show yourself, you fuck? Does this tangle you? It just killed you. But okay. Create a tangle also. I'm happy. Ow.
Osiris has been struggling, but I don't know what we can do to help. If we can do anything. If my angles are right, this grav lift is a straight shot to the radial mast. We're almost there.
You have overcome every obstacle so far, Guardian. Do not falter now.
Just look at this place. All these Shadow Legion soldiers. There's a whole army in here.
This is gonna be a
Something's wrong.
pain to do solo.
The door
I think.
just opened for
Then
us.
again,
I have a
this
bad
ain't
feeling.
religion, so.
Be vigilant.
That monument must be the radial mast. There's no mistaking it. That's light energy radiating from it. Oh no.
At last you have arrived, God. Welcome to this fine cast of strength. Alas, this day I have no riches in store for you. Whet your appetite on one of my champions. A mere appetizer for the battle ahead. What you are. Now let us see if you
Hells, you didn't make me shit.
The radial mast is too well shielded. We can't even scratch it. But maybe we can overload those energy conduits.
Guessing you're just gonna have to kill everything.
Another darkness anomaly. Where did it come from?
Wait. Because you can listen out for it. Oh, okay. Cool. So you can be a bit late on it. Okay, interesting.
Guardian? Guardian! Oh no, not now!
Now you will see true power. What could have been yours if only you had accepted my generous offers. You cannot escape fate and oblivion. Embrace your end.
What's going on?
Hang on, I'm getting a transmission. It's, a set of coordinates inside this arena?
Is this the extent of your strength? Is this all the Traveler's chosen guardians can muster? Guardian, your recklessness will be the end of you one day. But not today. Kite! Daughter! Traitor! Have you come to disappoint me one last time?
We'll,
I'll probably
just
just
show
be
ourselves
quiet
out.
from here on out.
Is it done? Have you destroyed the radial
My
map?
rant's quite over.
We can't. The whole
Just
ship is
stream my
coming down on
playthrough
top
now.
of us. We have to go.
We were too late once already, and Callus was able to secure the veil. Now the radial mast?
Headlong and empty-handed, Osiris. If you fight the river, it'll sweep you away.
This is where we came out. Oh yeah.
Mate,
That specific corner that I was on about earlier wasn't
Don't be
used
fooled by his act.
for the exit,
callous
as far as I know. Which makes me think that that's going to be something later on. Maybe in the raid, who knows? I don't know. No one really knows what the raid is yet. We don't know that until it's released and other stuff releases and people start getting into it. I'm probably not gonna partake in the like day one racing, because first of all, I barely got through the fucking raid day one, not raid, campaign day one. Much less do I want to do the raid. My motivation to do so is now fucking shit because of the way this community is. Like, and not gonna lie, I myself personally kind of think they should stop doing raids because of the way that it's not inclusive as much as dungeons are.
Understand.
Dungeons are way more
I cannot lose you
inclusive
again in your eagerness to fight.
because it's way easier to grab two
not the same
friends
as
or
before.
randos to go do a quick dungeon. It's much easier, much
I am contemplating your
availability
most
and
recent
shit. I used to do a lot of raids.
with Strand.
Trust
to
me
see
when I
if
say
there are
this. It's
opportunities
a fucking
for
headache to
improvement.
get one sorted.
it was
You can
out
even
of
solo a
control.
dungeon
We
if
did
you
the
want
best
to.
we could.
Solo
We
dungeon if you
need
want
to do better.
But-
We don't know what Callus and the Witness want, but if it will have an effect
Yeah.
on us all, I can't allow that to happen.
It's like,
I must ponder more on these strands. You should consult with the Cloud Striders to consider what our next steps could be.
Osiris here, just
Osiris.
I'm fine, Ghost.
just when, like, we don't know what
I'll be fine.
the
Go on.
Witness or Callus is gonna want with the veil and all that shit. 'Cause we don't really know what it can do, and we're not gonna find that out yet. And we lost as well. It connected to the link. Which we knew would be bad because of the fact that the Witness got what he wanted.
That Kaido.
And
He's something else, huh? Well,
yeah.
look, I was rooting for us, really.
Breakneck. Yeah, we don't know what the Witness is going to do yet. And not gonna lie, I'm not gonna mention the facial animations here because I'm pretty sure that's a glitch. They don't look natural, like at all. It kind of looks like the facial animation is glitched up. Not gonna lie. But as of all his reactions and shit, they can obviously still use the light. Otherwise, there would be massive issues. First of all, I would not be able to. Well, I'm using stasis, so that doesn't make sense. But still, I wouldn't be able to res. Nor would anybody else, and people would actually feel that the light is not there anymore. Just remember back at during the Red War, back when not Callus, Gaul closed it up and nobody could access the light. Remember how we were doing after we fell off that ship? We were slowly hobbling. That's how it would be, no matter if we have darkness.
So,
Because darkness is
directly
near
after
like
Callus
that.
kind of blew up in our faces.
Just
We
allows us
need to be
use
looking at the
powers.
bigger
That's it.
picture. We want to protect the veil. But first and
Otherwise,
foremost,
all
need to
these
protect
darkness
the
shadow
Cloud Arc.
royalties wouldn't stay dead either.
I think you're still a little fuzzy here. What exactly is the Cloud Arc?
It's our city's network, our infrastructure, our people, our defenses. Everything depends on it. And what we're doing now is stopping the Vex from siphoning energy from the Cloud Arc's reactor. We do that, the Veil's safe, the Neomuni are safe. Bing, bang, boom. Tartarina's on Rohan. Make your way to the Cloud Arc reactor.
Oh wow, they just
We'll
did some
head to the
explanation.
central power junction. Once you cycle the system,
Just
we'll be
enough
able
for us to
return power
need to
the
know
reactor.
We're on it.
for our current situation. We don't need to know much more than this. And yet people are wanting more explanation when we don't have time for much more? I don't get this point. What with we are in a war do you not understand? That's literally my entire fucking reaction. Can I just run past these? Yes, I can. Oh, this chicken I'm gonna need to kill.
Just so we're clear, if the Cloud Arc is lost, what does
Okay.
that mean for the Neomuni?
Let's say.
All our citizens have uploaded their consciousness into the Cloud Arc. No Cloud Arc
Oh,
means lights
okay,
out
that
for
actually
anyone
flips
in
this
Neomuna.
time.
Ah,
Oh,
so
okay,
it's
that
bad.
makes that a whole
Got
lot
it.
easier to read how many fucking grenades is left. Nice, actually. But
That's another one of those pockets of darkness energy. Should we get a closer look?
Ghost, it's a strand.
Hey, it worked that time. Why did it work that time? Huh. It's like you're pulling on some kind of invisible ropes. I'm detecting those sources as a concentration of energy coming from a common source. It's got to be the Veil. Like some sort of magnetic field all around Neomuna. Let's keep an eye out for more of those.
So, we don't have an explanation of why some guns can use strand. Are we complaining about that? No. And again, like, we don't have time to figure out all of these questions right now. Because if we're doing that, by the time we're done figuring anything out, everything is over. So, it just makes no sense. So I can get wanting to know the like answers to this shit, because the answers have been for a long time or whatever. But the thing is, when it comes to this game's main storyline, it was never the focus to answer these questions.
Guardian, I'm
We
almost
were the
at
first
central
people to
power
learn
junction. Ready to
Strand.
blast this power back to
Yes.
the Cloud Ark once you've cycled the system.
That does not include where it comes from, how it functions, etc.
Hold on. These Vex are shooting voluntarily.
Fucking hell.
Okay. You'll have to clean up those
Sorry
Vex
about that.
confluxes before heading to the
My
reactor.
fucking throat just
We
decided
haven't
to
observed this kind of behavior
act up.
before. Hope you're taking
This
notes,
mission is
Nimbus.
actually what
What the
Entered
hell
God
is
by
robot dance? Yeah, I've seen it before. It's gotta be a way for them to create a gateway to the Cloud Ark.
I don't know how it got triggered.
Express themselves emotionally.
If it triggers
You
again,
could say,
then
honestly.
good. I've got some full-on video of it rocking. Somehow. I still have no idea how I've done it. I don't know.
This station's power output is unbelievable. Earth was decades away from technology like this, even during the Golden Age.
The Cloud Ark needs a lot of juice. Like we said earlier, it supports all the Neomuni, the city's defenses, and also the Veil's defenses. Once we get that power, we'll have all the backup we need to take back the Veil from Callan.
That's good. We're going to need all the help we can get.
Road.
It's escaping. Wait, why did it leave?
Weird. Something's off. Keep going, but keep an eye out.
Why does a Hydra have stomp? They don't have any legs. Or anything to make the stomp with, to be honest.
I'm in place, and I can see you're coming up to the reactor. Stop the Vex from siphoning the station and we're golden.
Don't know how I fired there, because I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be out of that.
That does it. How's it looking, Rohan?
Something's still siphoning power. Look around for any remaining Vex influence. That's it! Power cycling. Once it's back on, it'll be running the cloud arc.
Oh, that was there.
Something feels off here. That was a little too easy.
What do you say we expedite that exit, folks? I got Shadow Legion on my tail. What? What are they doing here? Well, considering I'm getting shot at, I'd say it's for us. Get out of there, Guardian. It's a trap. Never get yourself out of there. Okay, and that's a bomb.
Mapping an escape route.
Nope. Okay. It was in this mission that it happened, so I don't know what the fuck happened then. I don't know if it was just not registering the hits, or if it was straight up putting us in God mode, like we were just not taking damage despite it having registered the hits, or what? I literally had no clue.
I think I'm in the clear, but man, it's rough out there. Guardian?
Still in the rough part. Guardian, I'm detecting bombs. A lot of bombs.
Kind of wish I could use
The Shadow
stasis
Legion
in
are trying
more
to lock us in.
larger frequencies, to be
Remapping
honest.
the escape route.
Not just like for a few moments. I don't know how they can suppress me when I'm using stasis, supposedly dark subclass. They're using darkness to turn off darkness, which doesn't make any sense. When it does that, it tries to do the grab. But that happens like every now and then. usually it's just gonna run up to you and do that. It's just annoying more than anything else. Even in Legend. The only time it's actually dangerous for the big part is if you're in the ending boss fight, it knocks you off because you can't get back up. Because you don't have your jump, you don't have a grapple, you don't have anything. And the thing is, it's not dangerous because it's actually dealing damage. It's just dangerous because you can fall off the map. It's faulty difficulty, if you know what I mean by that.
Okay, we
It's
need to get out
difficult,
of
but
here
not
fast.
for a good
I found a way
reason.
out. We're going up.
I don't know how well the audio has been balanced this entire time, but I still don't have like the best equipment. I have a better PC now, but that's about it of what I have better than I used to have.
Left. Keep going up. Up. Now right.
That oh. I was about to say that's left. Also, in that fucking video that I got earlier of us being in God mode, I had actually gotten stuck because of that, having done that.
Wow. That was sweet. Did you see how sweet that was?
Somehow that door had blown up
Was pretty sweet.
before we'd gotten there. So we didn't get sucked out of the door. We
Worked all right. With the powerful
we
asset you
just
have
got
there.
stuck in the
In the
corner
right
of the room
context.
because it was trying to suck us
Right
out
context.
through the walls.
Don't listen to him, Guardian. He's just grumpy that he didn't
We had
find it very
we had a very rough time
I was
going through
referring
this
to the clown.
this mission at that
Great work,
point.
everyone. That's what I call a well-earned win.
But we had fun. That's the important part. We had a lot of fun. But yeah.
A paracausal superposition.
Got a couple hours to keep going.
I talked with Osiris. You know, he gives off uptight museum volunteer vibes, but he's a nice guy when you catch him one-on-one.
I have to be done with these fucking blueprints at some point. This looks like a good roll. Locking that. How am I doing on those patterns? Oh. I haven't gotten this one once. Oh, there's a new bow. Round robin. I'm halfway through again though. have yet to do the fucking seasonal shit as well, so that's gonna be enjoyable. You know what? Not gonna lie, I kinda hate that I fucking click launch every time. I do get it because of it being relative to the fucking to fucking shit, but yeah.
So, Nimbus, wanna fill us in on where we're headed?
There's this place where Cloud Striders go. A place to be alone, meditate, pray. If the old bird's theory holds up, should be a megasource to strand there.
Let's hope it's larger than the ones you've seen thus far.
You can see them? Wait a minute. Hang on. So you've got resurrection, sweet jumps, and the ability to witness thinning in the fabric of existence.
If Strand is another side of the darkness, how come we've never encountered these sources before?
The old bird thinks it's like a stink cloud the veil leaves behind.
I said it's a similar type of byproduct. To use a different analogy, if we are all part of this river of souls, how do we direct the river's current?
I said we are the river. You don't direct anything. You just flow.
There, another Strand source.
Well, what are you waiting for? Let's begin.
The Vex are swarming.
Let's see how quickly you can dismantle them.
The Vex have blocked the path. Guess they want this Strand source for themselves.
Of course. The Vex could learn much from a power originating in linked consciousness.
I mean, can they actually? Ain't they in linked consciousness to begin with? I mean, he's limited to this Vex species, but still. That's kind of annoying. I do kind of wish that there was some kind of icon simulating how far the thing is, just making it easier to catch, because you can't exactly keep track of them. That's all like balancing shit that they did to figure out eventually fix and shit. Even though I saw it coming, it was still hard to notice. I should have caught it, but I don't know if I did. So my character decided to go fucking punch. want this. And this. And my fist. Fuck. Dumb.
We may need a breather.
Now is the time to lean into using Strand, not back away from it. You can't effectively train if you don't push past your limits.
Just don't burn yourself out. This is only one battle. We've got a whole war to fight.
A war we cannot win without this power well in hand.
Right, this part. Forgot you don't have a skyboard. But don't worry, you can still get to the place. Just have to find a way around. All that swinging around, that is really something.
Ah, yeah. How could Callus possibly overcome your rope swing?
Don't diss my rope swing. Tango cooldown. The audio is what you're gonna have to rely on mostly for this throwing knife. Not gonna lie, if they had a different melee, I would just use that one instead. It's a cool gimmick, or attempt that one, but it just isn't easy to use. And in a game like this, you kind of want easy to use. Easy to use over cool. Thought I had grapple hook there. Fucking frustrating. Honestly, the grapple I really wish had way less of a cooldown in
This is the
PvE.
place.
In PvP, I can get to cooldown,
Wow.
primarily
Good.
because of the fact that
Now the true
trying to aim
training
at
can
somebody is
begin.
probably a fucking nightmare. But for PvE, where the point doesn't matter that much, just let us do what we want. The thing is, I don't think they actually have sandboxes specifically for subclasses. Which means that we can't have that kind of shit. I don't know why I didn't fucking go all the way. this can be overpowered, or maybe not overpowered, but strong. It's just that it's difficult to catch. Not difficult as in difficult to time or something like that. It's straight up just visually impossible. I think I was just way too late there. This definitely has the chance to be strong and easy to use. It doesn't have to be easy to catch as well, like massive range and easy as fuck to tell, shit like that. But it does need a bit of a buff.
We're hitting a wall with strength. The after effects are stacking up.
I don't understand. You've got more power, more practice. Hasn't this done anything to condition you?
Back in action.
Hit them again. Hold nothing back.
Like, not gonna lie, the training sessions where we train Strand, I heavily enjoy them. There's one that I don't like that much. I like the first part of it, but I don't like the second part of it. Which is the practice when you practice your grapples and fighting at the same time. I don't like it because of the fact that the ending ends in a massive boss fight, which is incredibly annoying, especially in the Legend version of it. I don't like the Legend version. Here you're practicing your combat, they should just give you a massive obstacle course with goblins splattered around. And then, like, if you eventually get so good at it, like, and you can also like come back to it. Maybe they could make several more of them to practice the grappling, because it is not an intuitive system. It's not an easy system. So it would be nice for them to have made that. Because I'm gonna lie, that's where I learned most of my grapplers. Fuck's sake.
Now is not the time to slow down.
I don't think you know what you're asking, Osiris.
Guardian, listen. Don't strain for the energy. Drop the effort and just let it flow through you. Now that's how you send the Vex packing. Nicely done.
Yes. That was a challenging fight, but you pulled through. Still, we cannot afford any faltering when facing Callus. We should be able to wield Strand without strain. We're still missing something, but what?
And it's like,
I must think.
if they were
We
to
can discuss
talk about
this more
how
later.
the veil works during all these training, we wouldn't train. We wouldn't be training. We would be just figuring out how the veil works. There would be no point to continue. At that point, it would be no more fun. And it's like, sure, Rohan was a missed out opportunity to make a new character. But then again, if he was still here at the end of it, it would have ended how the main story goes in the first place. So they kind of got a challenging thing to do there. Hold on. Just had to sneeze. Yeah, so they had a challenging way to fix that narrative, and I kind of like the way it went. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I kind of don't like is, well, Strand's cooldown for grapple. Its main point of using it, outside of suspension,
That flying delivery van is
so slow. And I don't know if mobility is what the issue is. We'll see if my hunters gets it very often. But it's like, not only that, even if you had fast enough cooldowns, it wouldn't matter because you can't. It doesn't start regenning until you hit the floor. And it's so strange in the way it cools down too. I've seen it speed up and slow down. I don't know if it depends on how fast I'm moving. Though that kind of don't make sense. So I don't know.
Callus encroaches upon the veil. The activation of the radial mast is imminent.
The veil is compromised. The Imuna will fall. Then all of Sol will follow.
Strand will be our edge against Callus. The Guardian is ready to wield it. I think.
Rohan and I are with you. This is our city. The Shadow Legion are
I don't like how
honorless
you come
cowards.
back here 3 times.
shall
One to
share
go over there,
Callus's
one to go over
grave.
here, and then one to go
It's that suppression
over there.
field again. We can't use all of our power.
Go closer to it. I have a hypothesis. That device is of pyramid origin, built to suppress our powers, our known powers. Callus is not prepared for Strand. Use it to overcome the suppression field.
Oh, I just nuked all of
Scanning
those.
the area for Strand now. Your Strand readings are higher than they've ever been.
Your training's prepared you for this. Strand flows through you as it flows through everything.
Like, I kind of wish we got it earlier in the campaign. Like, we did some massive training at the start or something, unlocked it, and I had it. Like, obviously, like, the second mission in or something like that, so that free-to-play players don't get it as well. Because that's the whole point behind it. It's kind of pointless. But, yeah. Some early on so that we don't...
Hey, Guardian. I got my hands on some schematics for Terran toys. Thought I'd put the replicator to good use.
landing zone's clear. What were these, Terran toys you mentioned?
Something called a drink tank. Looks like fun.
You stole those schematics from my files, didn't you?
Information wants to be free. The Cabal have me pinned down.
This Shadow Legion position is heavily fortified. We're blocked as well.
Take out their fuel cells and clear a path to the radial mast.
I'm counting on you, Guardian. I'll need backup with Nimbus out of the fight.
I do think something really tanks have also turned themselves off. Because I don't seem to be 180 anymore. What they used to do. Whatever.
We're holding the skies and keeping Callus's reinforcements at bay for now. But it won't hold forever.
Rohan and the Guardian are on the way.
We're running out of time.
Well, I used to do something. Just don't anymore. Do something. Don't look like it. Let me get a new one. Yep, I thought so. It was a single mag away from exploding.
Their suppression fields even disabled the tanks. Callus was really prepared for us. Not prepared enough. I'm running another scan for Strand. It's also very easy to knock them out of the one that they're actually grabbing. But IMO, you shouldn't be able to stun them out of it. You should be able to dodge them, like run away from them. But that's it. So they're actually quite punishable. People ain't paying attention to them. Yeah, you can easily just fucking ignore this dude. I'm not going to because he's a mere fucking glass thing.
just say, if somebody replaying this with Strand, don't need to go pick up Strand in order to actually just disable them. Oh. To destroy the link, suppression devices. That would be so fucking funny. And a good attention to detail as well. To allow you to do so.
Getting delayed. How close are you to the radio mast?
Nothing would be
Almost
stopping
there.
Remember, the radio mast must be stopped before it forges a connection with the Veil.
We see the Veil's enclosure.
I'm pinned down here. Can't make it to you. Too many of these damn things. The Lightbearer and I can handle this. Stay alive, Nimbus.
I'm not gonna lie, since these guys' technology is so advanced, I kind of don't think we've seen the last of Rohan. He's just not here physically anymore. I think his like memories and shit is still intact, because why else would he want the data core? Kind of make the data core thingy. Kind of makes no sense. Why would he want that if there wasn't anything special to it? Who knows? Maybe he's uploaded now. Uploaded to the net thing that everybody else is uploaded to. Like legit, we don't know how their cyberlink thing works yet because we've just encountered it.
No path forward. And we'll have to make our own.
Yeah, since we don't know how their network works yet, we could legit just... Wait, how the fuck is those consumables full? I have 20... Bruh. Can I put those in my vault? Let's see if I can put them in my vault. Time to open DIM because I want to see. Oh, I even have one of my fucking Titan. Where are my jewels? Can I transfer you? Nope, don't look like it. Sad face. Yeah, let's continue.
If the radio mast links with the Veil, it's all over. You and Rohan are our only hope.
radio mast. It's activating. I'll buy you some time, Lightbearer.
Be careful, Rohan. Even you can only deter it for so long. There must be a way to destroy it.
Guardian, as long as I can hold the line, the radio mast can't create the link. Find a way to destroy it. Hurry!
I was heading over here anyway. To run past this dude. Nothing amazing how to go.
I need your help soon.
Can I heal, please? Thank you.
Radio mast cannot be destroyed with conventional weapons. But like before, perhaps they didn't account for Strand.
Give me some time to expose this weak point. When I give you the signal, you'll just drag. Now's the time! Lightbearer! Destroy it now!
can't.
Then I have no choice. Nimbus, see you on the other side.
Rohan, what are you doing? Rohan!
Rohan.
He chose a Cloud Strider's end. Hey, Guardian, can you please pick up his core? I'll need it.
Okay, Nimbus.
Also, look at the background here. Like, you can definitely get some lore from this. Definitely.
My witness, there have been complications.
Oh yeah, this is the time when you
Our
fucking
hold over the veil has
yelled
been
at.
temporarily loosened.
You fear loss, Emperor. Your fear brings you pain. We know pain. Our purpose is its end. You have no purpose. Because you fear to seek one. That fear is your failure.
My failure? My failure? I have fed this force with vicious subjugation, battered down the gates of our enemies, and seized our glittering prize. Why? Because I wanted it. You hold the universe in your grasp, and all you can think of to do with it is...
Secure the veil. We will create the link.
Infinite apologies. The veil is yours. It will be done.
With Neomuna Civil News, this is Jisoo Colorado coming to you live. We're reaching out to a Vanguard operative within our fair city. Mr. Ghost, can you hear me?
Hello? Who is this?
I'm Jisoo Colorado. Can you tell us more about your relationship with your guardian? What role do you play in defense operations?
You're that news reporter. How did you access this channel?
Do you consider yourself a representative of the Vanguard or the Traveler itself?
I don't. Please talk to Osiris. I suppose if we're going to keep saving the world over and over, we'll need to get used to talking to the press. Eventually.
actually is the interlude shit. Imagine if that shit holds all the answers and nobody's gonna have to interact with it. If I interact with this and it starts explaining shit about the veil, I'm done. Then I quit.
Seeing Nimbus right now reminds me how difficult it was to move on after my losses. My pain was always secondary. I felt that pain deeply when I lost Saint. But I channeled it into bringing him back to me. I couldn't bring Sagira back. But our pain is a reminder. We are still breathing, still fighting.
Can you get the feeling that there's something more with it? As there's many more. There's one for.
The Neo-Muni are a tenacious
There's one
people.
for Rohan as well,
Rohan
but
met
right now
his
he's gone
end
from
with
me. So.
honor. He'd be given funeral rites of the highest
Oh, but
distinction
he's
had he
playing
been
so
Cabal. The war is not over. Callus has failed in the eyes of his master. And knowing him, he's about to unleash his barbarity like a cornered war beast.
Thanks for the drive. When we take on this job, get the Augs and everything, the clock starts ticking. 10 years may not seem like a lot, especially to you, but it's well spent. It's worth it. I can't think of a single strider that went before their expiration date. We've got way bigger problems right now. We need to get Neomuna's defenses working again. I got reports of Shadow Legion attempting to get up close and personal with the VexNet. I have absolutely no idea why, apart from the breathtaking views this time of axial tilt. But we're not waiting around to find out. That sounds like a good plan, right? It's what he would have... No. That doesn't matter. You and I are gonna see this through.
That's right.
Ready when you are.
Not gonna lie, every time in any legendary campaign and you have to go to the strike, it just feels so off because you're so used to enemies taking way more damage. But
Guardian, my forces report that Shadow Legion units are shifting their attention to the Cloud Arc. That's likely why Neomuna's defense systems are reading offline. But I bet those Vex punks are also poking too close to the city's internals. Let us hope your technology continues to be resilient. This shift likely means Callus is attempting a different approach.
that dude's just doing the normal Titan strat. Punch everything. I'm not fucking sniper, fuck off. Holy shit. primarily matter, and I want to be done with this today. Got other shit to do tomorrow. So I want to take the seasonal armor, actually. Fucking Christ! Now, the armor that I want to unlock is this armor set. Ooh, that's got some problems. It's a mouse movement. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that, not gonna lie. Definitely got some choices there.
Is that a Taken Blight? The Shadow Legion are forcing Taken into that Vex pocket.
The VexNet uses similar gateways as the Cloud Arc, which means they could infiltrate the network and gain access to the Veil.
Taken are relentless, especially under the Witness's control. We need to get in there and stop them.
And not gonna lie, the Vex are kind of just caught off guard by us, because they're caught in the middle of this fight. They were invading this place long before we showed up. When we showed up and started fucking fighting over their war, and there's like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda hope we don't see more of Nazareth. Kinda sick of him already.
The Vex portal is clear. Let's follow those Taken and remove them from the system.
Hey, Guardian. I'm not sure if this is because of the Taken, but I'm starting to get a lot of weird claims from Cloud Arc citizens. Screams, weird voices, nightmares, you name it. The Cloud Arc is built on the energy field produced by the Veil. It's resilient, but not impenetrable. A backdoor wouldn't be impossible. Hopefully, getting rid of whatever is at the center of this will shake all that weirdness out of the system too. Hopefully.
Thank you. Thank you, Rando. I couldn't make the jump. Angry hunter noises. How'd he die?
There's got to be a way to destroy these blights. We can't let more of them form.
That track nearby looks like your best bet.
Let's
No.
just hope it stays.
No.
Finally.
What was that?
Such a fragile space. This will do. So much pain and fear within the darkness here. So satisfying. I will consume it once more.
Did you both hear that? Was that the voice the citizens have been mentioning?
This is far too similar to the nightmares we encountered on the Leviathan. We will need to confront this. But for now, we need to locate the access point.
I have fallen for
and
that
stop
so many
any
times.
attempts to weaken
Thank
the
you,
veil.
Hunter. Fellow Hunter. That doesn't work. Why does that not work sometimes? I swear. It's fucking annoying. I should have it perfectly set up and everything. Does this work? No. What? I swear they've tweaked it and now it's like highly inconsistent. Nope. It's highly inconsistent now. How do it's because of my settings, because pretty much have them the same way. Bungie likes to tweak shit that is just fun. People fucking complain the game is too easy or whatever. Bungie do have an issue with listening to the wrong kind of player.
This is the access point. Let's get rid of that Taken before it opens a path into the Cloud Arc. Okay, you didn't have to actually go into them. I just did it because you said. How did it end up there?
This entire area just changed. Fucking hell. I was never given a breakdown, huh? So many flashing lights right now. So many flashing lights. Thing is, I might have to actually call it. Because of the flashing lights. Though I'm not gonna lie, the only reason why I would not recommend Destiny 2 to any players right now, it's not because the game is bad, it's not because the DLCs are bad, it's not because Bungie's fucking it up, it's because the community is so toxic. The community has this attitude of, we own Bungie, we can do whatever the fuck we want, and Bungie lives on, like, we own Bungie kind of thing. We own the developers in this game, kind of mentality. And then all to do anything but do shit properly. Or anything like that. Like, it's not a healthy mentality for fucking game community to have.
Defenses are back up and taken or cleared out.
Make your way back to the city, Guardian.
Really
We must
bad.
finish our preparations to ensure Callus's defeat.
This prison in between, it will shatter. But I need power. I am pain. I am terror. I am Nezarek.
I mean, if that's pain, then that's what the witness is gonna go kill, ain't it? Because it's seeking the end of pain. Like, who actually knows if the witness ain't actually trying to be evil per se? It's just whenever the fuck it's tried to communicate with the. This is a complete crazy fan theory right now. What I'm gonna spew out there. It's 100% probably not what this actually is gonna be, but just for theory's sake, I'm gonna post it out there. I'll put it out there. What if the witness actually wasn't trying to kill the Traveler? He was trying to join forces with the Traveler against Nezarek and Death and all that shit, and trying to, like, do good. But every time the fucking witness even got close, the Traveler just said, nope, I'm out of here. Fuck the shit, I'm out, kind of thing. For whatever reason. So the witness had to, like, try to force it to stay to communicate. And the only time it actually managed to do so was when we're here. Because it went in. And the Traveler's still around, because we're still able to use light subclasses, and we're still able to revive and everything, so the Traveler's not dead. And I'm pretty sure the witness actually ain't evil, because it doesn't... He has never said he seeks the end of the Traveler.
Hey, Guardian. I hope you're feeling a little more confident.
I'm pretty
with
sure he
Strand.
hasn't.
Sure sounds like Osiris is. Earlier I asked him how things were going with the green strings.
Sure, he caused a collapse and shit, but I'm kinda suspecting that it is... I'm pretty sure this is the mission where this at a later date. This one's my favorite one, all up until the final circle room. But I kind of can't be arsed right now. I'm tired. So, other than the stream here, probably won't stream the continuation because of the fact that I'll probably finish that tomorrow morning. And I don't like to stream during mornings because I'm tired of shit myself, and it's not going to be enjoyable content. So it would just be horrible for everyone in general. So I'll probably just do that on my own and have fun that way. Probably just do that. Because I want to get the strand for my hunter before I jump into do seasonal stuff tomorrow. Because I want to fuck around with the strand. I want to see if mobility is what it scales off of, or if it scales off of the grenade one or what. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think it should have a very short base cooldown and it should not be affected by any stat. Like, I think it should take like maybe 2.5 seconds for it to come back. Now keep in mind, that may seem very short, but like, well, hold on, how many, what is the base cooldown of, let's say, the Withering Blade cooldown is, like, base cooldown is 1 minute 40 seconds. Let's say 30 seconds then, because you'll be grappling a lot, and it's not an offensive ability like the Withering Blade. 30 seconds should seem fair. Let me actually go check the cooldown on my Warlock and see what the base cooldown is. Yeah, no, that is not its base cooldown. It is way slower than this. Wait a minute, what? There's lore on this? Yeah, no, that is not its cooldown. The cooldown for it is not 1 minute 45 seconds. It is not. Shut the fuck up. It is not. There's no way in hell it is. It is not that short. But it should get lowered. But yeah, I will now say bye-bye to the stream. See you all in the next stream. Don't be a dumbass. And,